Hello, this is Physics Gaming, and today I'm going to be doing a dual commentary with Yangatang.
Hello.
And we're going to be talking about Battlefield Hardline, looking at Heist mode, and specifically give you our thoughts on the game mode, as well as talk a little bit about what's happening on screen. So right now, right at the start of the match, you can see we all completely blew up this inside lane, absolutely had no resistance. Yangatang down below me is moving in unabated, just has free range to shoot everyone in the back, and that brings up a good point. At the start of the match, especially when you're starting out as the criminals, you want to make sure that you sort of spread out and fill all the different lanes. Just look at the mini-map, pay attention to where your teammates are going, and try to go somewhere where you're going to guard them from all getting shot in the back. We also were talking a little bit earlier about game mechanics, specifically the way that the bag shows up for everyone to see, even the cops at all times. What are your thoughts on that and how that plays out?
Well, my thoughts on that are, I think, obviously it's overpowered where it stands right now from the perspective of the defenders, because at all times where the bag is, where at least one guy is, and most likely four other enemies. And so I feel like there needs to be some way that they, I don't think they should turn it off completely. I think they should have like a little radar blip every now and then, just to kind of show you where it's at. But yeah, there definitely needs to be some sort of a balance there.
Do you think maybe if it just showed up on the minimap and nowhere else, just kept it off the 3D space, do you think that would be a good fix?
Yeah, I think that potentially could be a good fix, especially if it wasn't in your radar entirely. Like it would show up on the outskirts of your radar, pointing you in the right direction. But definitely, it's going to be hard to, obviously fix it where it is right now, especially. But I do think they need to address that.
I mean, I personally think that the bag shouldn't show up at all. As playing as a cop, you know the only two places that they can go to extract, so you basically have the decision of going to one of two places, and if you go to one and they're not there, you know that they're going to the other one, so it's not that difficult of a situation to figure out. Also, just requires a little bit of communication of people saying, hey, I've got the bag carrier over here, and come help me out. It's not that it should facilitate teamwork, and right now how it is, everyone can just sort of be a lone wolf going about going for kills however they want. So basically we're going to talk a little bit about our thoughts on how the game sort of caters to different play styles. Specifically, talking about some people really feel like they need to play the objective hard. Some people like to go for the kills. I mean, what are your thoughts on how Battlefield Hardline sort of facilitates those two game styles?
Well, I really liked Battlefield Hardline, especially Heist. I felt like no matter what I was doing, I was playing the objective. Just as long as I was near the vault or near a bag carrier or in that general vicinity, if I was killing people, carrying the bag, reviving people, healing them, giving them ammo, I felt like I was being a part of the greater good, so to speak. Even when I was alone and going and trying to get that flank so the rest of my team could push up or something like that, I felt like no matter what it was I was doing, I was playing the objective. Granted, like you were saying earlier, with the whole bag thing, I think your fix might fix it that way, but if they got rid of it entirely, I think it would become a camp fest between the two objectives. I think that would not be good for this game. Because as you can see already right here, there's so many people camping inside of this vault. And I think it would just turn the game into a camp fest. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it does get annoying when you have, all 10 cops just sitting inside the vault. However, I feel like they've done a good job at designing it in such a way. There's 3 ways into the vault. So if you can't get in from one of the 2 downstairs, you can come in through the roof or something else. So I mean, I don't think it's really that easy to camp inside the vault the entire time as an attacker, and there's plenty of ways to get in and out. So I don't really see that being a problem, especially if you can just throw in tear gas and Molotovs and that sort of thing in from the top. As for camping, I think if you're just sitting around at one of the two drop-off points waiting for a bag to come to you, and guess what? It's not coming that way. I think people are going to get bored and they want to go figure out where the heck the bag is, and they're probably going to head to the other objective. So that's how I think that would play out. In terms of like how the game handles scoring, I think it does a much better job of, even Battlefield 4, of really rewarding that team play style. You get a lot of points for playing the objective. You get 1,000 points for dropping off the bag. So that's a huge incentive right there. You get 500 points for recovering the bag. And so in general, you get a lot of points for playing the objective hard. I've noticed matches where the guy at the top of the scoreboard didn't necessarily have a terrific kill-to-death ratio. However, he was at the top of the scoreboard simply because he played the objective really hard, and I think that's a definitely a positive step in the right direction. So, I mean, let's hear your thoughts basically on Battlefield Hardline and Heist, and is it overall positive? Are you looking forward to it? Talk about that.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game. I really like the gunplay and just everything about it. It seems really polished, even in the beta form. Just reminds me a lot of some of the older Battlefield and Counter-Strike as well. It just felt really good to play, and it was really fun. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it too, and I definitely get that Counter-Strike reference. The way that the opening few moments of Heist mode plays out definitely gives me that feel of Counter-Strike and the faction-specific weapons. This has been Fixus Gaming. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.